EA Sports.
Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Golden Flashes offense will have the football first here. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Bulldozing his way through those tackles. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Golden Flashes are going to keep this drive rolling. Here comes a handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Now here's the toss play. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
The Golden Flashes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Oh, here comes the reverse. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's 3rd down now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside.
And that's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that 1st down on the 3rd down conversion.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. He'll hand it off.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Golden Flash is looking to cash in this red zone trip. They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They've run 12 plays on this opening drive. It's now 3rd and short. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. The Blue Devils fail to get a 3rd down stop again.
Wow, you love to see this. First drive of the game, and the offense goes to the ground game to come up with that critical first down here on 3rd down. Impressive, and now they get a real shot here inside the 10-yard line.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. You come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the Duke Blue Devils offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
The guys up front line up. It's first down. They'll run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. There's the handoff. And he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll do it for the first quarter of play. And it's Kent State in the lead right now, Kurt. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Coverage team brings down the returner. Kent State's offense back out there now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. First down here for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They get nothing on 2nd down. Sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Golden Flashes pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. You don't make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
2nd down and long from the 9-yard line. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 15. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. You'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Look out, he's got some space. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And now the try here for the extra point. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
That's reeled in. It's Thorne. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. A completion makes it 2nd down. Tight end goes in motion. The Golden Flashes looking to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play. So we'll check that out. Ouch. Late contact with the quarterback. An obvious call.
Number 11 on the field goal.
Field goal try, no good. After the miss, it's still a 21-point lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half.
The Golden Flashes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Makes a quick grab.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Oh, a reverse. Some hard running there through a tackle. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Ball handed off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Golden Flash is trying to cash in here in the red zone. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He missed it. That miss leaves us with a 21-point game.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Running through the tackle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Blue Devils will come to the line to run the hurry up. Movement here from the tight end. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The pocket breaking down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the Blue Devils will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And here's the return now from midfield. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. The Golden Flash's offense retakes the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Kent State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Duke. And they'll set up for the PAT. After the PAT, they trail 28-7. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score Kent State 28-7.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Kent State offense will take over first and 10.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Game 2. Second down.
And it's Kent State in the lead right now, Kurt. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some.
He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
The Golden Flashes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Fourth down RPO looking left. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Man, this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout, and it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again. He fires it. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll hand it off. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And at first down, they go right back to him. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship.